Welcome back to another episode of Dojo Setting. Today we are going to set another toe hook boulder. So let's dive into that. You'll see that the hold is at an angle, and the reason it is, if the hold is completely horizontal, you're not gonna bicycle it, you're just gonna stand on it. And if it's completely vertical, it would work. It's just gonna be a lot harder. So I'm gonna do it at a slight angle, make it a little more comfortable. Let's add some holds and make it work. The foot that I added, it needs to be further, in this case, to the right. That way you have no choice but to bring your feet up to that pinch and get that bicycle. If it was any further left, you could switch your feet, you could cross, you could do a lot of other options that are not putting your foot up there. So I don't want that to happen. I want them to put their foot up there. Okay, so the idea with the 3 pinches here in a row is that the closest one to you is the worst one, and the furthest one out is the best one. So what's gonna happen is the climber is going to cross to that first crimper in cut, get that bicycle, and then have to bump their hand out to get to the best hold there. Let's set a little finish for it and we'll climb it and see how it goes. One thing that I've been trying to get better is my flexibility. So this next foot that I've just added is going to be kind of high. It's going to make you really choke down on that pinch, and you're going to cross right hand to the next hold. Now that the boulder is set, let's test it and see how it goes. So I'm going to rotate a couple holds. First, I'm going to rotate the start hold. Right now, I think it's still a little too flat, so that the bicycle isn't totally necessary. The next thing is the hold that you're crossing into. We're going to flatten that out a little bit to make it a little bit more consistent with the rest of the climb. Both of those changes were really good. What we are going to do is add a little bit more complexity. Adding that undercling did work. It sets you up really nicely for the last move. And we also got a nice little surprise. There's actually another toe hook in this climb to be able to match the finish. So a little added bonus there. So now let's see if we can cheat the beta. The first way that I'm going to try to cheat this boulder is by not bicycling. It probably works not to do the bicycle, but it's a lot harder. So it does seem like the bicycle is the easiest beta. Now I'm going to try to skip that shouldery move and just go straight into the undercling. This method doesn't work either. You don't have a push foot to stand into that undercling. If you can see this hold, it's fairly in cut. However, it's not enough to pull on if you don't have that opposing foot. The other way we're gonna try to cheat it is to go into that shoulder move, but instead of crossing right hand to it, we're gonna try to bump your left hand to it. That cheat did work, and it's a lot easier. The left hand pinch, I'm going to rotate it a little bit more down pull. The other thing that I'm going to do is the right hand that you're crossing into, I'm going to move it another T-nut to the left. moving it that much over was actually really good. Wingspan wise, I think we're good there. Let's make sure that the original beta still works. So, for those of you who have seen my previous videos, I actually incorporated a move or a sequence that I showcased in one of my other videos. I actually used an around the world on this boulder. So, you cross right hand into the gas stone, come out to the arete, flip to the undercling, and bump your left hand from the arete into that hold. So the focal point for this boulder was the bicycle. The bicycle ended up working pretty well, and some pretty fun movement came after it. So I'm going to chalk this one up as a win. If this was helpful, like the video, subscribe. We're going to be doing a lot more videos. They're on their way. If there's a move that you want me to set, let me know in the comments. I'm more than happy to do that. I'm always looking for new moves to do videos on. Go follow me on Instagram at Routesetting, and we'll see you next time.